Hi everyone, it's Black Cassette Music, the internet's laziest music nerd. This channel was intended to be a platform to discuss classic rock, and I really don't want to get bogged down discussing new music because, as we all know, modern music sucks. But here we are. Channel performance has been abysmal. The mysterious shadow cabal known only as the backers, who fund Black Cassette Music, have relayed their displeasure at channel metrics through their Jewish lawyers, and I have been given 3 more video uploads to turn things round, or it's curtains. Hence this video. Everybody loves end-of-year lists, right? Well, I don't. Music stopped being good round about the time that I turned 20. Fantano and Pitchfork and their lying ilk will be telling you that this year has been a great year for music. But they say that every year. They can't all be great, can they? I thought this one was shit. They've been shit for a while now. Full disclosure, I haven't even looked at Pitchfork or Fantano's or any of these serious music critics lists, so I don't really know. Maybe they're being honest this year, but I doubt it. I will also now tell you exactly what they are probably pushing as albums of the year. I haven't bothered to check, but it doesn't take a genius, does it? FKA Twigs, EU Sexua. It's okay, isn't it? It's good for one listen if you can stomach the auto-tune. I couldn't get through it in one listen. Actually, fuck this album. The title track is the only good song. Geese, Getting Killed. I should like this, but I don't. I don't like his voice. I don't like any of the tunes. I don't know why everybody is blowing smoke up this album's ass. Clips, Let God Sort 'Em Out. This one is actually good. There's been a few good hip-hop albums this year, proof that the genre is alive and well, but all the albums have been from legacy acts, Ghostface, Clips, Wu-Tang and Premier, proof that the genre is dead. What about Griselda? Don't even get me started on those clowns. They've got their own video coming one day, mark you me. Black Country, I listened to about half of this to see if it was as bad as their first 2 albums, and it was. Little Sims, Lotus, it's listenable. There's a couple of bangers on here, but much of the rest of it is cheesy, sentimental cringe. Too much thanking God. I can't take these people seriously. Car Seat Headrest. I hate Car Seat Headrest. I didn't even listen to this one, and I won't. McKinley-Dixon, a very boring album. Like I said, modern music sucks. You should abandon it. What I found myself doing over these last few years is to retreat deeper into niche interests. These days, I listen mostly to death metal and drum and bass. I suggest you do the same. Not necessarily those two, just find a niche that you enjoy and go and hide in there like it's a nice safe cave and don't come out. I'll tell you when it's safe to come out. It's not safe at the moment. Hip-hop sucks. Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift are still doing things. Critics are still pretending to like that Dua Lipa and that other one. They're still trying to gaslight people into believing that this isn't just Avril Lavigne bullshit, and it is. Here are some albums that I did enjoy, to varying degrees. I'm a busy man. I gotta keep this one short. Aya, Hexed. I nearly turned this one off after a song and a half. The first song is just silly noise, and the next has some woman shouting in a Middle English accent over electropunk. I'm not ideologically or morally opposed to this kind of thing, but I also have a fairly limited tolerance towards it. I tend to get bored quickly. Don't judge an album by its first song and a half then. Lesson there. Judge the album by its cover. By all means, no one could listen to this album and say they've been misled. In fact, you don't need a review of this album. You don't need to listen to a second of it. Just look at that cover. If that's something you think you'd like, you almost certainly will. The music is all over the place. There's traces of dubstep in there, trap, ambient, some faster, dancier parts, all held together by what I will, for the sake of simplicity, call experimental techno. It's amelodic and has no song structures. I'm not ideologically opposed to pure noise either, but making a noise is not enough in itself. Noise will stand or fall on its ability to keep the listener's ear interested, and, in fairness, this album does. Also, credit to the production. It's one of the smoothest sounding albums I've heard all year. Squid, Cowards. Biggest disappointment of the year for me. It's still good. I think Squid will always be good. Their other albums are better though. Wu-Tang, Black Samson. This album is the 3rd best album they've ever done after Wu-Tang Forever and Enter the 36 Chambers. Admittedly, being the 3rd best Wu-Tang album is not a particularly high bar to get over. They've done well to keep RZA off this album. Swans, Birthing. Always reliable, aren't they? It's more of the same, really. Nothing wrong with that. If you don't like them, you won't like this. Dead Channel Sky by Clipping. Most frustrating band ever. They'd be one of the best bands in the world if it wasn't for all these fucking interludes on their albums. I don't know what purpose the band thinks they serve, but I don't need every song interspersed with the sound of some wasps trapped in an elevator overlaid with somebody tuning a piano. Whenever Clipping release an album, I take the 5 or 6 actual songs and put them in a playlist. It's post-punky hardcore. I like this sort of thing. If you do too, then you should check it out. They do it better than most. Quartz, Interloper. I've kept niche interests off this list. Nobody cares about death metal except death metal fans. No one cares about drum and bass except drum and bass fans. This one, however, is a drum and bass album. It's on the Metalheads label, if you happen to give a shit, a label I generally avoid. Nothing against them, just don't like it. This one has been a revelation though. Technical Itch have put out a couple of bangers this year too, but I wouldn't go recommending them to the general population. I would recommend this one though. New Eves. What's it called? I have forgotten what the album's called. New Eve's Rising. A New Eve is Rising. Album of the year right here for me. They probably tell you it's folk punk. It's got a violin or a fiddle or something. I don't know if there's a difference, but they're not playing jigs with punk-adjacent vocals, which is what folk punk usually sounds like. This is more like straight punk with the fiddle functioning like the guitar. Therefore, it's probably punk, or post-punk, because it's quite experimental. It all comes across Wicker Man meets radical feminism. If you listen to it and you're a woman, you might find it empowering. If you're a manly man like myself or Mike Love, you might find it vaguely disturbing. I've always suspected women were up to something. Please like and subscribe.